Hello. Welcome to today's video on how to find equation of the line. So when you open up your Google and search for it, you will come across various methods. Here is what we're going to cover in this video. As you can see, there are several situations when it comes to finding equation of a line. We will cover each one step by step with examples and tips. So pay attention and make sure you watch until the end so that you don't miss any important points, because sometimes the most crucial information just pop up and you really don't want to miss it. As you know, this is a general equation of a line, y equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope or the steepness of the graph and c is the y-intercept. I have a good news for you. Okay, you only need to know how to find m and c in order for you to find the equation of a line. Okay, let's try this. Okay, find equation of this line. Okay. The first one, the gradient is 5 and y-intercept is 3. So the equation will be y equal to 5x plus 3. The second one, the gradient is -4 and y-intercept is c is 2. So the equation will be y equal to -4x plus 2. The third one, the gradient is 2 over 3 and the y-intercept is -4. So your equation should be y equal to 2 over 3 x minus 4. And the last one, your equation should be y equal to -3 over 5 x minus 13 over 5. So once you get the gradients and the y-intercept, just substitute accordingly into y equal to mx plus c, and you should be able to find the equation of the line. And I have another news that's not so good, which is there are more than one way to find the gradient and c. So we'll go through the first one. How to find equation of the line with 2 points. Okay, question something like this. Find equation of the line joining these pairs of points. So the first step is how to find the m. To find the m or the gradients, we use this formula. So m equal to y2 minus y1 and over x2 minus x1. You can just label this as x1, or if you want, can be x2. This is y2. This will be x1, y1. So you substitute into this equation, we get m equal to 7 minus 11 over 4 minus 0. You should get 4, -4 over 4, that will give you -1. So your m is equal to -1. Okay. Do take note or do beware that with the negative coordinate, because something will change. We'll go through this later. Okay. Now to find c, you just need to choose one point. Out of these two, you choose one. Let's say I choose 4, 7. Where your gradient equal to -1. Okay, so you substitute into y equal to mx plus c. Y will be the 7. Okay, so this will be a x, this will be a y. So you will get 7 equal to m is -1, x is 4 plus c. You solve for this, you get 7 minus 4 plus c. Therefore, your c should equal to 11. And your equation will be y equal to -1x, or -x plus 11. You solve for C. Okay. Here's the tips. Okay. If one of the coordinate is 0, A, or then the C should be A. In this case, it's 0, 11. Therefore, you can see your C is equal to 11. So actually, in this case, you no need to substitute. You can just take from this coordinate where the C is 11. Now let's try this. Find equation of the line pass through these 2 points. Okay. If you look at the question, now they use the word pass through. Just now they said joining the pairs. Okay. Read the question. Okay. So first, to find the gradient, we use m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you can just say this x2, this is y2, this is x1, y1. So you will get -2 minus -7 over -4 minus -8. That will give you -2 plus 7 over -4 plus 8. So for this, you get 5 over 4. Okay, now you get the gradient. So your gradient equal to 5 over 4, and I just take this point, -4, -2. So y equal to mx plus c. Your y should be -2 equal to m is 5 over 4. X is -4 and plus c. So you get -2 equal to 5. You can cancel this. You get -5 plus c. So your c should equal to -2 plus 5. Yes, c equal to 3. So your equation y equal to 5 over 4x plus 3. Okay? So remember, you just need to find the gradient and the c. So to find the c, you substitute the m. Okay, this m. Okay. M here. Okay. Here. M. Okay. And your x. Okay, this will be the x. Okay. And y will be this one. Okay. You substitute, then you solve for c, and you get your equation. Now let's try another question. Okay. Now, given that the coordinate of point A and B are 4, -2 and -2, 10 respectively, find equation of line AB. So slightly different. They give you the coordinates and they ask you to find equation of AB. So same, we just use m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's take this x2, y2, x1, y1. So you will get 4, -2 minus 10 over 4 minus 2. You will get -12 over 6. Okay. This will be 4 plus 2. That will give you -12 over 6 equal to -2. So now your m equal to -2. Just take 1 point. I think 4, -2. So y equal to mx plus c. Y is -2 equal to m is -2. X is 4 plus c. You got -2 equal to -8 plus c. So -2 plus 8 equal to c. Your c should equal to 6. Therefore, equation with ey equal to -2x plus 6. If you have any question, feel free to comment below. Now, What if the question give you the graph? How to find equation of a line from graph? This is your graph. So here are the steps. First, to find the m, choose 2 points from the graph and make sure the point is on the line. Okay, your points must be on the line. It cannot be here or here. It must be on the line. Okay, in this case, I'll just choose this point and this one. Okay, this is 1 and 1. This is 3 and 5. Okay, and to find the gradient, use the same equation. Therefore, just label this as x2, y2, and this x1, y1. So your m is equal to 5 minus 1 over 3 minus 1. That will give you 4 over 2. So your m is equal to 2. And then you pick one coordinate, just take this one. Then you have 1 m equal to 2, and you coordinate 1, 1. Therefore, y is 1 equal to my c, okay. Okay. If the graph show your y-intercept, okay, y-intercept mean here is a y-intercept, then you can just take this. Otherwise, you just pick one point and do the same as previous. So here your c is just equal to -1. So your equation with y equal to 2x minus 1. One point you need to take note when finding the equation of the line from the graph is the slope, okay? If your slope, okay, is something like this, your equation, your m should equal to positive. In this case, we have a positive m here. If your slope is like this, okay, or your graph is like this, then your m should equal to negative. Do take note of this. Otherwise, you may calculate wrongly, and that's it. Okay, now, okay, this. Okay. So from the graph itself, we know that you should know that the m should equal to negative. Okay, so to calculate, choose 1, 2 points. Here is 1, 0, 6, and from here we know the c is equal to 6. Okay, now we need to find the m. To find the m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, 0, 6, and pick another one. Okay, just take here. This is -2, 16. Okay, just label this as x2, y2. This is x1, y1. You will get 16 minus 6 over -2 minus 0. So that will give you 10 over -2. You get -5. Okay, so your gradient should be negative. Therefore, your equation with y equal to -5x plus 6. Let's try another one. Okay. Now, the graph didn't show the y-intercept, so we need to use a point to calculate the y-intercept. First, we got pick 2 points. This is 4, 0, and the point here, this is 2, 8. Okay, so this is x2, y2. This is x1, y1. So your m equal to y2, m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That will give you 8 minus 0 over 2. 2 minus 4 give you 8 over -2, -4. So your gradient is negative. Look at the slope. is negative. And to find your C, okay, so your m equal to -4, just take 1 point, choose 4, 0. Therefore, y equal to mx plus c. Y is 0, m is -4, x is 4 plus c, so you get 0 equal to -16 plus c. Therefore, your c should equal to 16. It should continue draw the graph, it should cross at 16. Therefore, your equation will y equal to -4x plus 16. Okay, so simple. You just need to find the m and the c. If you need 2 points, then we use this equation to find the gradient. What if the question gives you 1 point? Can you find the gradient or the line? Okay, basically, if you only have 1 point, you cannot, okay? There's okay, you cannot find the equation of the line unless the question give you additional information, okay? So you need to seek for additional information. It will give you something like this, either it's parallel or perpendicular, okay? So parallel line or perpendicular line will look something like this. Parallel line is something that the line, it won't cross each other, it's parallel, okay? And perpendicular, it will form a 90 degrees. Perpendicular, always remember, is 90 degrees, okay? So we have 90 degrees here. For the parallel line, how to find the gradients? Because if you only have 1 point, we cannot find the gradients. The gradient equation is m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we will use this information, either the parallel or perpendicular line, to find the gradients. Okay. If you have parallel line, let's say this is m1, and the gradients of the second line is m2, therefore m1 should equal to m2 because the line you have same gradients. Whereas if you have perpendicular line, the first one is m1 and the second line is m2, you have m2, m1 and 2 should equal to -1. Therefore, your m2 equal to -1 over m1. We will go through this later. First, okay, in order to do this, we need to first identify the gradients and the y-intercept. Y-intercept not so important, you need to know the gradients so that we can use these two, m1, m2, or m2 equal to -1 over m1. Here the tips, okay, to find the gradients, if you look at the equation y equal to mx plus c, what can you notice? The m is always with the c. The m, no matter how it go, where it go, okay, it will always with the x, okay, and the c is lonely, okay. And need to remember that in order to do this, you need your equation must be in the form of y equal to mx plus c. Easier for you to identify. Let's try this. Okay. Find the gradient and the y-intercept. So the first one, if you compare y equal to mx plus c, you can know that m is equal to 2 and your c is equal to 3. Okay. And for b, if you can recall, the m is always with the x, so this will be your m. So your m is equal to -3 and the c is equal to 5. Okay, how about c? 2y equal to 4 plus 8x. So you notice this is not in the form of y equal to mx plus c. So we need to rearrange. Okay, so 2y equal to 4 plus 8x. We just rearrange this into 8x plus 4. Therefore, y equal to 8x plus 4 over 2. So you will get y equal to 4x plus 2. Therefore, your m is equal to 4 and your c equal to 2. If you have any question, feel free to comment, okay? Now, look at D. For D, 3y plus 4x equal to 8. And so we rearrange here. 3y equal to negative 4x plus 8. And your y should equal to negative 4x plus 8 over 3. And you will get y equal to 4 negative 4 over 3x plus 8 over 3. So your m should equal to negative 4 over 3 and your c equal to 8 over 3. Okay. Now we look at how to find the equation of parallel line. Okay. When it gives you the equation, okay, something like this. Find equation of the line parallel to y minus 2x equal to 6 that pass through point 5,8. So to do this, to find the m, okay, find m1 from equation given. So in this case, you need to rearrange. So you have y equal to 2x plus 6. Therefore, your m1 is equal to 2. Okay, to find the m2 is basically the line for the parallel. This the equation of the parallel line. So therefore, your m2 is equal to 2. Because your m1 equal to m2. And to find the c, we will use this point. Okay, this is only 1 point. So you have m equal to 2 and you use 5,8. So y equal to mx plus c. Your y is 8, your m is 2, your x is 5 plus c. So you 8 equal to 10 plus c. Therefore, your c equal to 8 minus 10. That will give you negative 2. Therefore, your equation with y equal to 2x minus 2. Okay. Move on. Okay. Now, what if the equation of the other line is not given? They give you something like this. A line join the point A and B. Okay. So find equation of the line parallel to AB. So if this is your AB, okay, 5, 7, and 8, 2. It should be something like this. Okay. To AB and pass through the point 4, 3. Let's say this is A, 5, 7. This is 8, negative 2. AB. Okay. You need to find the other line which is parallel to this and pass through, say, 4, negative 3. So to do this, to find the m, we use this equation. So your m should equal to, this is m1, okay? Should equal to, that's 7 minus 2 over 5 minus 8. That should give you 7 plus 2 over minus 3. That equal to 9 over negative 3. You should get negative 3. So it's a negative. Okay, therefore m2 is equal to negative 3 plus 2 4 negative 3. So your y is negative 3 equal to 3 negative 3 4 plus c. So negative 3 equal to negative 12 plus c. Negative 3 plus 12 equal to c. Therefore your c is equal to equal to 9. Okay, you should get 9. The same, to find the m, okay, you use the equation and we use m1 equal to m2 because it's parallel. So when you see question they say it's parallel, then you must remember this. m1 is equal to m. Either they give you the equation or no. Now look at the equation. How to find the equation of the perpendicular? We know perpendicular is 90 degrees. Okay. So if they give you equation same, you must rearrange. Okay. In this case, your y should equal to 2 over 3x minus 2. Okay. So your m2, m1 is equal to 2 over 3. Therefore, m2 is equal to, okay, negative 1 over m1. m1 is 2 over 3. Okay, so negative 1 divided by 2 over 3. Negative 1 divided by 2 over 3, you will get negative 1 times 3 over 2. That will give you negative 3 over 2. Okay. And they give you the point 64, therefore just use the point. To find the C, we always use the point given. We cannot use other points, okay? So your M is equal to negative 3 over 2 plus 264. So y is 4 equal to negative 3 over 2, 6 plus c. Can cancel 1, 3, you get 4 equal to minus 9 plus c. Therefore, 4 plus 9 equal to c. Your c should equal to 13. Okay? Therefore, your line, the equation of the line is this. Therefore, your y should equal to negative 3 over 2x plus 13. This will be your answer. Okay? So remember, perpendicular, then we use this equation. Move on. Okay. What if no equation? That means they will give you the points, something like just now. So we use the same method. Okay, we find the m, and m2 will be using negative 1 over m1. So we have 2 points here. This is x2, y2. This is x1, y1. So m equal to, go down, y2, x2, y1. So your m should equal to 4 minus 2 over negative 5 minus 7. You get 4 plus 2 is 6 over negative 12. That will give you negative half. This is m1. So if m2 should equal to negative 1 over negative half, so your m2 should equal to 2. Okay. To find the c, so you have m equal to 2 and you use 2 and negative 3, this point, okay? Because the perpendicular line will pass through 2, negative 3. So we have y is negative 3 equal to 2, 2 plus c. So negative 3 equal to 4 plus c. So your c should equal to negative 3 minus 4 equal to negative 7. Therefore, your equation will be y equal to negative, y equal to 2x minus 7. Any part that you don't understand, just feel free to comment and below. Now, what if the question asks you to find perpendicular bisector? Okay, if you can recall, perpendicular is 90 degrees and bisector is basically split into half. Okay, so if we have a line, perpendicular bisector, you will split into half with same length. Okay. So to do this, okay, to find the m, okay, we use the m1 from the point. You need to find the m1 first, so we will use the m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and then you find the perpendicular line using this. This is perpendicular. Okay. And to find the C, you need the midpoint. As I said, bisector is split into half, therefore you need the midpoint. So formula for midpoint is x1 plus x2 over 2 and x1 y1 plus y2 over 2. This is midpoint. You plus the point and divide it by 2. And just use that point to find the C. Okay. Let's try some question. Okay. Given that the coordinate of point A and B are 3, 8, and 5, 12 respectively, find the equation of perpendicular bisector of line AB. So we have AB 3, 8, 5, 12. So this is 3, 8, and this is 5, 12. Okay, you need to find perpendicular bisector of AB. This A, this is B. So it will be perpendicular bisector. Okay. So this point, it will be the midpoint, okay, of AB. So first, you find the midpoint. So equal to just plus 3 plus 5 over 2 and 8 plus 12 over 2. You get 8 over 2 is 4 and 20 over 2 is 10. This will be your point. So we will use this point to find C. Okay. And now the gradient, so M1 is equal to this is 8 minus 12 over 3 minus 5. That's equal to negative 4 over negative 2, that's equal to 2. So M2 is equal to negative 1 over M1 is 2, so you will get negative half. So to find the equation, your M is equal to negative half passing through 4, 10. So y is 10 equal to negative half, x is 4 plus c. So 10 equal to cancel this, you get 2, negative 2 plus c. So 10 plus 2 equal to c, you get c equal to 12. Therefore, your equation will be y equal to negative half x plus 12. Okay, as simple as that. Okay. So as for recap, okay, remember the equation of the line will be in the form of y equal to mx plus c. The m is the gradient where your equation is equal to m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if you have one point, then if you have the line is parallel, okay, then we will use m1 is equal to m2. And if your line is perpendicular, then we will use m2 is equal to negative 1 over m1. Okay, and do take note, the line, if your m is equal to positive, your graph is something like this. If your m is equal to negative, okay, something like this. Okay, positive will go from left to right, go upward. Okay, and negative will go right to left, upward. Okay. This is very helpful if they give you a graph and you need to find a gradient. So you know from the line itself, you know your gradient should be positive or negative. And to find the C, you look at the graph. You see your graph. Your C should be here if from the graph. Otherwise, you need one point. Okay. And then you substitute into y equal to mx plus c. You need one point, you plus the m. So you substitute the y, the m, and the x. That will give you c equal to something. If you still have any question, any part that you don't understand, feel free to comment and I will see you again. So remember, practice is the key. Okay, if you have any question, really just comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks, and I will show some step-by-step solution or anything regarding to math. I will see you again. Bye bye.